First of all, give all my thanks to all the crowd, all the persons who are involved in the Žalgiris organization for uh, the beginning of the game. You know that I'm feeling really proud also to work here a long time ago, and I wish the best for Žalgiris for the rest of my life. Talking about the game, I think that we are putting a lot of energy. We are able to compete pretty well, like always, and you know also better than another ones. We never give up, even when everything was impossible. When we are 7 points down and spending 1 minute, my teams never give up. Always are competing, and always we have the chance to score the last shot for win a game or even for tie the game. And then proud of my players for this because they don't surrender, they don't give up, and they fight until the end. Every team wins 2 quarters. Every team, we won the first 2 quarters, they won the second ones. I think that they increased the aggressivity with their hands on defense, but quite logical for them and quite logical in Euroliga. And we suffer a lot because they're sending us 9 or 10 meters away from the basket, and we suffer for play. I think that by the other hand, it's true that we need to be more tough, at least in our defense. In offense, we need to accept that the ref don't gonna call every foul. There are some kind of teams that they committing 10 fouls and the ref calling 1 or 2. And we need to accept it. It means that the ref don't gonna call every single foul, because if they call it, probably these kind of teams, and I did it some times ago, not now, probably they're gonna finish with 3 players. But the ref calling 1 time every 4 times, and we need to accept the law is in this way, and we need to accept it, and then we cannot cry about that. If you watch the stats also, you can see that we have a better ranking than Žalgiris, but we lost. It means that sometimes ranking means nothing. We need to be able to keep competing in this way. I think that we changed totally our face from 1 month and a half, and we are competing in anywhere and against anybody. And finally, probably the thing is going to change in our favor. But I'm still happy how we are playing these kind of games. No many teams are winning here in Kaunas, and then I'm proud to be competitive till last second. No more.
And only Feinian? No?
Yeah, me? Okay. That was
Dėkoju visiems fanam ir Žalgirio organizacijai už pagerbimą, kuris buvo prieš rungtynes. Tai man buvo labai svarbu ir aš jaučiau garbę dirbdamas Žalgirį ir linkiu jiems sėkmės visą savo gyvenimą. Rungtynes pradėjome neblogai, buvo gera energija ir pabaigos likus žaisti minutę 7 taškais, tačiau vis tiek kovojame. Turėjome šansą ar išplėšti pergalę, ar pasiekti pratęsimą. Pirmus 2 kėlinius žaidėme tikrai gerai, antrą pusę jau geriau žaidė Žalgiris, jie gynėsi agresyviau, ties pražangos riba, kas yra logiška šioje Eurolygoje. Turėjome būti kietesni gynyboje, nes puolime žinome, kad ne visada teisėjai sušvils pražangas, turime su tuo susitaikyti. Ir nors ir šiandien surinkome daugiau naudingumų balų, bet teko pripažinti pralaimėjimą, tačiau per paskutiniąsias savaitės pakeitėme savo veidą ir čia Kaune tikrai nėra lengva laimėti nei vienai Eurolygos komandai. Questions?
Coach, Edgar Falamas was decisive both in the game in Malaga and here again with the block. What can you say about his factor and his developing?
That means that you are really tied the games in both situations at the end of the game. Well, like also I don't gonna miss nobody. But also how dangerous was Jeff Brooks in the first game. It means that he was the best player for us in the first game. I think that of course is a big problem for us to play without him, but the rest of the guys make a step forward, and he tried to recover even some rebounds or steals like Jeff provokes. But I'm really happy basically because I watch how Žalgiris are playing against another kind of teams, even Fenerbahce, the best teams in Europe, or Ceska or another ones, and we are always competitive. I think that there are some kind of DNA in our blood, Žalgiris and my kind of games, like right now Unicaja, who force that even when the things looks really bad, you are keep competitive. When you win or you lose for 1 point or 2 points, you're gonna lose for 1 or 2 points, and the rest of the season the same number of the ball games. You understand that? And then, okay, was probably fair, romantic fair, that we win for 1 point or 2 points, and then we can. But I think for that reason I said before that I think that during a season we're gonna win games for 1 or 2 points. We lost 2 against Žalgiris. We lost for 4 points even against Olympiacos, and you know how tough is the game against CSKA in our home. They winning in the last minute. I think the small details provoke this difference. And then Jankuna's shots on the free throw lines, they take a good average shooting from there, not from the free throw when he pop, he screen and pop. And then we let him to take some missy shots that we cannot let him to do it. Also, they are pretty good, lucky when they take some shots at the end of the possession with my defenders touching his hand or his face. They are lucky, but they have talent and all. And then there are nothing to tell them against the player. You know, it means that we need to get experience for playing this level day by day, and no more. I think that is good for the spectators. Are great that they can look in these kind of games and how we are working and you're suffering for this. And I'm totally sure that finally the competition can give me these 2 or 3 games that we lose for this small difference.
And talking about Žalgiris, everybody say that Žalgiris is a surprise of the year. And in your eyes, as a former Žalgiris coach, what do you think? How far this team can go this season?
Well, I think that the best thing that we can do for Žalgiris is don't put too much pressure. What I think, and I said to my friends here in the staff, is that they're gonna try to improve respect last year. Probably we bet that they improve for sure, but we want more. I think that they need to be, or they are totally capable to be in a playoff, but don't put you media too much pressure for a thing that they're gonna be between the first 4 and all these kind of things that I know it. I know that everybody wish. But if we want the best for Žalgiris, letting them to grow in step by step. And then last year they don't play playoff. This year they are close to play playoff if they do it the right things. And it's not, they're going to be competitive. And maybe next year we're going to ask him to play even between the first 4 and win in the final 4. But take care and respect them a lot because they're growing regularly. That's it. Ačiū. Labas vakaras.
Cbet.lt